Okay, so we've learned about projects, we've learned about the browser, we've done a couple of little things. I want to show you some of the things that I started to show you in the previous video about how we use some of these animations and some of the effects to put together a show that actually goes along well with the music and has some entertainment value. So I've got a couple of really short, as you see, I've added a lot more to this to my chooser from the browser, and I've actually got a complete project here that I'm just going to go through some of the effects. So right here, I have this simple animation that fades in. Um, then here, I have the same animation that begins to strobe. Uh, then that same animation again, strobing. The same animation again, fading in. Um, we've got it again here with strobes and color changing. And then we've got a couple of other animations. This one uses rotate and strobe. Um, we've got this one here, which also uses strobe. This is a very to the beat kind of animation. This one uses a lot of color changing. And I've got a whole lot of these that I've messed with. Mostly with some strobing and some color changing and some waves. And if you should be looking over here, you should see the little preview screen that pops up that shows you what each thing does. So this is one that was interesting. Was just a bunch of dots. Let's see if I can find the animation in here. It was this animation, and I added some waves to it, and it kind of, if you look over here to the right, it makes it look all, wave it around all crazy. That as a beam view looks really nice. I also added color to it. So with all of these simple, this is a big long section of just those two lines strobing and changing colors. And then it gets to some other animations that are just faded in. And then here we are, these lines again. And I'm rotating them or fading them in and strobing. And there's really not a whole heck of a lot of stuff in here. But it all matters how you put it together. And that's what I want to show you with this particular project. This is the full song of One More Time, and it uses just a few animations that are really long and drawn out. I just want to show you what that looks like. First, I want to show you what to do once you have a completed project. You're going to go up here and click File, and you're going to click Save as Show. The reason you're going to do that is Spaghetti can store two different types of files. One of them is a project, the other one is a show. Well, actually, it also does a few other file types as well, but for what we're talking about, it's projects and shows. And shows take all of the frames and put them into a single file that is stored with the audio and then the show file, and those three files are what make up the show. You can trade shows like that, and they will not be editable by the people on the other end. It's kind of a way to make sure that if your stuff doesn't get ripped apart and turned into other stuff. So if you do a bunch of work, it stays intact. It's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job. So I'm just going to open the show of One More Time, and you'll see this has a P, this has an S, so we're just going to go there. And I'm going to play it, and we're going to see exactly what we can get out of just a few different animations for with the laser show. This is the first section where we just have the two bars fading in, fading out, moving around, and strobing. Same thing happens again. You'd have to imagine this, obviously, coming out of a laser projector. This is the strobing and the color shifting from white to a rainbow color while it's strobing. This is a strobe, and this particular animation is being rotated. This is color change being used, and this is two different layers of animations, one on top of the other, that comes in right here. One more time. And again, this is that same animation, fading from white to rainbow and strobing. I'll click so you can see what animation this is. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, stop the dancing. One more time. You know, I'm just feeling. So as you see, it doesn't really take a lot. As long as your timing's good and you use the right animations, you don't have to cram a bunch of animations into a single project. You just need to use them right. We don't stop. You can't stop. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. One more time. One more time. A celebration. You know we're gonna do it right. Tonight. Again, two separate layers used to get this effect. Music's got me feeling the need. Yeah. Come on. All right. We're gonna celebrate one more time. It's important to have negative space when you're building a laser show. You want people to focus on the music sometimes, so the lasers have more effect when they come back on. You also don't want to give everybody a headache. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate. One more time. Music's got me feeling so free. We're gonna celebrate and dance so free. One more time. So of the animations in the project, there's possibly about 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6 of them used for the entire show. But when you put them together right, even with so few animations, you can create something that is visually stimulating and pleasing and spaghetti. And so there you go. You can do a lot with a little as long as you do it right.